Hey guys, what's up? This is Heartless X True Gaming here, back again. It's been quite a long time. I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit, but now I'm back. With the current meta, I figured with Bosch being released and all, the new deck that I'd try will be Dinonist. I'm missing a few cards in it. Extra deck's only 14, main deck 40. The only things I'm missing is going to be Volcasaurus and Gaia Thundercharger. But here's the main deck. I run Triple Pateran. He's the level 3 Pendulum Scale and the main monster of the deck, I think. When he destroys a monster by battle, he searches for a Dinonist card. I run Triple Plesios. He's a 6 scale, level 4, and all monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each Dinonist you control. Triple Brachion for another 6 scale. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, and they have the highest attack on the board, you can special him. Triple Rex is the boss monster. He's 2400 attack off the bat, and if he attacks, at the end of the damage step, you contribute another Dinonist to activate one of his 2 effects. One lets him attack a second time for your opponent's monster a second time and deal piercing damage. And the other one will let you shuffle a card from their hand or their field back into their deck, and Rex gains 100 attack. Ceratops to start off the 3 scale. He's pretty much a Cyber Dragon. I run 1 Stegosaur just for the extra name and the other 3 Pendulum Scale. 1 Master Pendulum just for the fusion. Rescue Hamster because it's made so many plays happen. And I figured I'd tech in 1 Majesty's Fiend just to stop everything from monster effects that are annoying. Down to spell cards. Triple Charge. Dinonist Charge lets you add a Dinonist from deck to hand, a Pendulum. And if one of your Dinonist cards would be sent from your field to your extra deck face up, you can then return it to your hand. Now for their field spell. Dynamic Power Load. All Dinonist gain 300 attack and defense, and it essentially turns all your Dinonist into an Armades. Your opponent can activate cards or effects. Next is Triple Upstart, just for the draw power aspect. You want to set up as quick as possible. With the current meta, I main 2 Wavering Eyes, 1 Twin Twister, and 1 MST, just to stop back row. 1 Instant Fusion, and 1 of my MVP spell cards of the deck, and Ignite Reload, 1 Terraforming Circle that field, and a Pot of Riches for draw power and recycling. Then you get the traps. It's a small trap lineup. Triple Rush lets you special Dinonist from your deck, and if you do, it's unaffected by other card effects during the turn. And then it's destroyed during the end phase. You can only activate this once per turn, but still a great card. And then my last 2 traps are 2 1-ofs. Warning, self-explanatory, and Vanity. Also self-explanatory. Next goes to the extra deck. Got the Fusion for Dinonist. You tribute a Draco Slayer and a Pendulum monster off your field. And your Pendulum cards in your monster and Pendulum zone can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And once returned, you can special a Draco Slayer Pendulum from your hand or grave. Then it can't be used as a fusion material. And then for my instant fusion, Elderguard Norden. Or number 14, Greedy Saramea. He's just a filler. He will be taken out for Volcasaurus. And then, like I said, my extra deck's at 14, and that'll be a Gaia Thundercharger. 1 Tyrus, just for protection and destroying. Shark Fortress helps with OTKs. Artifact Durendal. He's essentially like a mini Cyber Infinity, just for the fact that you can change their monster effect to destroy a spell or a trap. Cyber Dragon Nova, because they are all machines. And then to go on top of Nova, naturally, you have the Infinity. Infinity says it's if your opponent has an attack position monster face up, you can take it and put it as a material. So it's kind of like an on-arc. And then his secondary effect is during either player's turn, once per turn. When a card or effect is activated, I can detach a material, negate it, and if I do, destroy it. So that's all for my rank 5s. Castell has came in clutch so many times. The 101, Dark Rebellion. Now, Ragna 0 is so good in this deck just because if I have Plesios on board, like Plesios, if he's on board, then your opponent's monsters already lose the attack. So then I can just instantly Ragna 0 you 24/7. Abyss Dweller for the meta, and a Gear King X, just to pretty much stop everything from, just to search whatever I need. Plesios, mainly Terran, so that way I can destroy something with Terran and then get a search off it. Just have power load on field, boost Terran up to 2100, your opponent can't do anything about him attacking, and then search out another thing to start your scale or just to create your Exceeds easier for next turn. Right now, I'm also contemplating adding in my Deskbot number 1 again to create your synchro plays. And with that, I do Duloran, the Ice Barrier, just for the fact I can return 2 of my cards from my Pendulum Zone back to my hand. Duloran instantly gains 1000 attack. And by doing that, I can either reset my skills just because I can, or hold it in hand as a resource that your opponent doesn't destroy your Pendulum Zones. And the other card is, usually I'd go for Armades, but like I said, Dynamic Power Load, you don't really need it. Another thing is, I was thinking of maining 1 Skill Drain, just because the current meta, and it won't really hurt me if I can just sit on something for a while, sit on a beater, and you know, the classic Vanity Skill Drain. But that's all for this right now. Once I get the deck finalized and finished the way I'd like it to, just a couple cards, I will repost another video.